So this is a pre-shipment inspection report. Can you see? Yeah. Okay, so this is a pre-shipment inspection report for bamboo cutting board. This is a real example. We just cleaned the information of the customer and supplier and any of the brand images. And we would like to show you how actually it looks like and some defects that we found. As you can see here, the inspection report failed. So the inspection failed, and I'll show you why. Here you see the inspection summary. So when your products are fully manufactured and packed, our inspector will go to your factory and we will check the product according to the different points. One is product quantity, workmanship, on-site testing, product specification, packing, marking, labeling, and your own requirements. Here you can see that workmanship failed, while other parts like quantity, testing, and specification passed. Some parts are pending for packing and marking labeling. It means that probably the problems are not that bad, maybe they're not that big, but we still need to let you know that they exist. So here we would look on what failed. The workmanship failed. Workmanship is any visual defects that your product has. And here we go and to the AQL standard. Just now I showed you how the AQL works, and here I'll show you exactly how it was used. So the customer had an order quantity of 9,759 pieces of cutting boards. And out of that, randomly, we selected 200 sets for the inspection. Out of that 200 sets, we checked and we found 9 major defects and 16 minor defects. Here you can see, according to the AQL standard, accepted major defects were 10. So here our product passed the inspection. But here the minor defects accepted rate was 14 and we found 16. So according to the minor defects, here our order failed. It's failed because of the minor defect rate. It exceeded the AQL acceptance rate. And down here, I'll show you some remarks. Usually on the first page or first 3 pages, we will show what exact problems of the order are. So when you just open the inspection report, you see it and you have a clear understanding. And then down there, because the inspection reports are quite big, down there you can see lots of information and pictures and videos of your products itself. So here you can see remarks. There are problem remarks why the product failed. For example, here for marking check, so the customer's SKU numbers are not the same as the SKU numbers marked on the carton. It actually can bring you some problems if you send this to your customer and then they cannot find your goods because the SKU was marked differently. So this is something that we will also let you know about, and we'll bring your attention to that. Also, some goods, yeah, here you can see the actual pictures of the problems. So this is the customer's product sheet, and here's the SKU numbers that should be like, and here what was actually at the factory. Another problem that we found is bulging cartons. So this is not just product problem. This is also a packaging problem. If the cartons are bulging like this and the sealing is not strong enough and not complete enough, you understand that some moisture particles, some water, some dust can go inside, and your inner packaging can be ruined too. So even if there's some small problems like this in your orders, we'll also highlight it for you. And now I'm going to the main part of the report. So here you can see the quantity of the product. We check the quantity of your products, the number of packed, unpacked, and then finished products of your order. Then we go to workmanship. Workmanship, I just told you, is visual defects of your products. And here you can see how many and what are exact problems we found. Down there are pictures. I'll go to the pictures in a moment. So here you can see critical, major, and minor defects, and the explanation of what problems were found. And here I will show you the exact pictures of what the problems were found. So there were some scratch marks, you can see here, and some pieces were coming out, or like this. This is a black mark on the surface, or some pieces coming out of the bamboo. Some scratch marks here, you can see also. Broken film. So for example, this is also not the defect of your product, but this is a defect of your product packaging. And you understand that this product is bamboo. If the packaging is not complete, and if there's broken film in the packaging, the humidity can go inside, and your product will be more humid. It can also get moldy, it can also get dirty, it can also get dusty, and so on. And then in the end, this product will be not sellable. So even though this is a defect of your product packaging, we still will highlight it for you and make sure that you also understand that problems like this also can be. Here's another defect that you can see. It's a color difference on the unit surface. You see that a part of the bamboo is a different color. It's also something that we will highlight it for you. Color stains and black marks, also something that we will let you know about. Long grooves on the surface. Actually, some defects, they can be cleaned during the inspection, or they can be cleaned after the inspection. For example, later I'll show you the glue marks. For example, glue marks can be easily cleaned, and this product can be still sellable just as long as the factory cleans this glue mark. So some defects can be reworked, that is good. But some defects can be not reworked, like this long groove. Probably this product is also not sellable, and the factory will have to replace the unit. And you cannot import this unit. And the unit with chips on the ends. So we will show you the detailed pictures, and actually right now I'm showing it to you in PDF, but VTrust also has online booking and online report system. So when you receive a report, you can actually click on the picture and you can enlarge it, and you can see more clearly what are the exact problems. If you, for example, if you would like to have the original picture, we also can email you all the original pictures we took during the inspection, so you can see them on the bigger screen, and you can understand more closely what are the problems are. Oh, here I would also like to show the color difference between units. It's also something that is checked because we make sure that not only one unit is good, we also make sure that the whole order's units are the same. And if there is a color difference between units, we'll also point it out for you. Here you can see glue marks, they can be easily cleaned. Here you can see dent marks on the surface. This is something that has to be replaced by a factory. And also here you could see, for example, some poor printing on label. This is not a product defect, but this is a label defect. You also understand that, you know, if you're selling this product, it's probably not looking as good as you picture it should look like. So even if there are some problems on the labels, we'll highlight it for you. And now we go to the different part of the inspection report, which is called on-site tests. On-site testing is testing to check your product performance and safety and functionality. For example, for this cutting board, the main performance testing will be durability of the surface for chopping and slicing, comparing with the technical files that the customer provided for us, and the main check that should be done is moisture check. For example, you understand that this product is bamboo, and if the moisture content inside of the bamboo is too high, your product can get moldy. The mold can grow on it, and the product will have a bad smell, and this product will be not sellable. So when we do the inspection of the wooden products, we make sure that the moisture content inside the wood is within the standard, within the limit. If the product is too moisture, it can get moldy. If the product is not moisture enough, it can be too dry and probably can be broken easily. So we need to make sure that the moisture content is within the limit, and here it passed because it was 9.5. But again, for your information, if you're buying different products, there will be completely different testing for your products. If you are buying electronic products, one of the main testing that will be done, let's say I'm buying an earphones. So the main test that will be done is actually safety test. It will be high-power test for your product to make sure that there will be no, that the product performance is safe enough. Also, we'll be checking the quality of the sound of the earphones and so on. And the main functionality of the earphones, whether the volume is added, whether whether you can actually use it and skip to the next song and so on. And you can see here from the report that different tests are done for different sample size. For example, chopping and slicing for the board is done 5 sets per item. But wobble test and smell check is done for 200 sets, so this is a full sample size. For your information, some main function checks for the products will be done for the full sample size to make sure that they function well. But some tests, like the test that will make your product destroy, like chopping and slicing tests, will be done for a smaller sample size. So not a big amount of your product will be destroyed. It will be just some small sample size done, small sample size taking, and this test will be applied for your product to make sure that it passes and also not destroys the whole order. Yeah, for the earphones, the sound quality check will be done for 200 sets for the full sample size. Again, if we take the earphones, all function checks of the earphones will be also done for the full sample size. But the testing for different specifications, like in-depth sound quality checks, will be done actually for small sample size. It's just for your information how it works. And now we move to a different part, is product specification. It's the main parameters of your products, like length, weight, height, and net weight of your product. Why is it important also is when you confirm something like this and you actually state it on your packaging, product packaging, and you have it in spec, but the actual product is not the same. It means that probably you will have to change your packaging again. And it also means that if the products were produced with a different specification, probably you will have to tell to your shipping guy that the product specifications are also different, because your shipping information will be also different. For example, here I'll show you the packing, and actual gross weight of the carton was different. So here some cartons are more heavy than they were supposed to be. It means that your order will be more heavy. It will means that you will have higher shipping costs, and probably you need to tell to your shipping guy that the actual weight of the product is different. That's why we are mainly checking this packaging and specification information. But also, it's not just about the specification check. You also can coordinate to us any artwork of your color box, of your product labels, of your product marking, of your product barcodes, and will help you to check the quality of the printing, and also will help to check the consistency of that part. Here you can see we also check the marking and labeling of your product, because if you're selling on Amazon, this is actually very important. Amazon is very strict when it comes to the product packing and the product labeling. For the Amazon, there are special barcodes that should be printed on the Amazon cartons, and we also have to make sure that there are certain parameters, so there's certain size, and the barcodes are also scannable. Because if the barcodes are not scannable, probably you will be charged again and for the reprinting, and you will also have to wait some time. So during the inspection, before your goods are actually leaving your factory, we'll help you to double check all of this. And if something is not as per the specification, or even something is not as per the Amazon labeling standards, we'll let you know. So the factory will help you to remake this information and, for example, replace the barcodes and so on. We also actually have Amazon labeling checklist, labeling information, so we'll help you to check according to that. And here's the last part of the inspection report is special requirements. So you as a customer can give us any of the special requirements that you would like to add to the inspection. If you have some pain points, for this order, and if something was done not right last time, you can tell this to us and you can ask us to pay additional attention to it. You also can review your competitors' comments and let us know, for example, what problems you don't want to have in your order. And you can ask us to check exactly for these points. So you could have a better product performance, and you can have a better feedback from your customers. Yeah, and here are the pictures, overall pictures of all order. So as I told you that we start from the export carton and then we go down to the product. We check the export carton, shipping marks, the quality of the carton. We check the packing, we check the artwork and labeling, we check the barcodes, product packing way. If it is a set, we'll also check what is inside of the set. If you have different items, we also check per item. As you can see here, we actually start the process all over again. For different items, there are different information. We check it all over again from the export carton down to the product. And we check the product specification for different items step by step, item by item. Here you also can see on-site tests. So all the information that you have in the report is not just information. You will also have the photo evidence for it. For example, if we are doing the size check, you will also see the pictures of the size check, so you can see it. We'll also show you the pictures of the product performance. For example, for moisture check, here you also can see the data of the exact check, stain resistance, and so on. Now we also have videos for your product. So inside of the report, there will be part for videos, and you can see the product performance in the video. Because not everything you can show just by picture. If the product has some problem that we cannot show by the picture, we will take a video of it. For example, if it has some bad sound, or if you would like to see a 3D, picture or 3D performance of your product, we'll help you to take a video of it. Also, you actually can ask us to do what would you like to see in the report. For example, some customers are asking us to also take a video of the production line, or of the warehouse, or of the packaging process, and so on. So you could actually communicate with us, and we will make tailor-made checklists. So this is basically it. This is the inspection report. Yeah, so here you would see some examples of the defects of the products for different types of the products. Here you can see the failed high-pot test for the blender. High-pot test is one of the major tests that has to be done for all electrical and electronic products. So if even one product failed high-pot test, the safety testing, we will count it as a critical defect, and if one critical defect is found inside your order, the whole order should be stopped before the production and rechecked. Here you also see some examples for shoes. There are glue marks on the inner lining of the heels. This is considered as a major defect, so we'll also highlight it for you and let you know.